we have very dramatic police dash cam footage that shows a woman who has 5 children in her van being pulled over for speeding. She was apparently going 71 miles per hour in a 55 zone. A brand new police officer, he's very new to the job, stopped her and tried to get her to sign the citation. She refused to do so, and the following happened. Take a look.
Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle right now.
Give him, just
I'm telling you right now. Get out of the vehicle right now. Get out of the vehicle. Turn around and face your vehicle. Ma'am, listen to me.
Don't, please, you said you would not, sir.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! 764. Get on the ground! Get out! Get out right now! Get out! Open the door! Open the door! Get him out!
Once it was told that there was a firearm in the vehicle.
Get out!
So earlier on in the video, you saw a boy jump out of the car and start getting into a physical fight with the police officer. That was her 14-year-old son. As I mentioned, there were 5 children in the vehicle. In the very middle of the video, you see the cop holding something that appears to be a gun, but he was originally holding a taser. There was no gun used till the second officer came to the scene, and he shot at the vehicle 3 times, and he claims that he did that because he was trying to shoot the tires and stop the car from getting away. Now, it ended with her stopping at a hotel and surrendering, but those 2 police officers are now being investigated because of the fact that one cop discharged his weapon in the way that he did. They didn't feel that that was safe, especially considering the fact that there were 5 children in the vehicle.
So every part of the story enrages me. First of all, cooperate with the guy. What are you doing? What do you just listen to his orders, because you could be the most right person in the world, okay? But you can't fight with a cop with 5 kids in the car, and you can't drive away. It's a terrible idea. Where are you going? They have your license plate. Where are you going? So don't do that. And look, again, we don't know what the back and forth was. Maybe the cop was being totally unreasonable, and she was 100% right. Still don't drive away. Don't start fighting with the cop. You got to listen to his orders. It sucks. You got to do it, okay? And by the way, she might have been wrong from the beginning. We don't know that either, okay? Now, having said that, don't shoot at a van with kids in it. You're trying to hit the tires. How lucky are you that you didn't hit one of the kids? Monumentally dumb. You can't do that. Come on, have some sense. We've gotten this is like we talk about all the time. We've gotten so used to the cops are right about everything. They can do whatever the hell they want to the citizens. So I don't even think that they initially, I'm not sure they even found it like, the reason it happens in the first place is because it doesn't seem outrageous to them. When in fact, shooting at a van full of kids
is absolutely outrageous.
No, but you shouldn't even consider that.
And I understand that you want to stop a suspect, right? But in this case, does she pose any type of threat to anyone? She got stopped for going 71 in a 55 mile per hour zone. I will be completely honest with myself. I probably do that on a regular basis, right? That doesn't mean that I'm a dangerous person. It doesn't mean that I should be shot at. I agree that she should have cooperated from the very beginning. But the fact that she didn't cooperate does not give them the ability or the right to respond the way that they responded. A good way to do it is, okay, she's getting away. We can't catch her, or we're going to have a difficult time. We're not going to use weapons. We're not going to bust through their window. Why don't we wait? Why don't we get her information through her license plate or something, and then we can catch up with her later. Find a way to do this when there aren't children that are at risk.
Listen, so the cop bungled it in 18 different ways. The first cop that showed up, right? And he let the situation get out of hand. The flip side is, at that point, and it's a 14-year-old kid, he doesn't know what he's doing, he thinks he's defending his mom, I get it, right? But at that point, the kids come out of the car, they're engaged in a physical conflict, etc. I feel bad for him up until the point when he goes mental and starts trying to smash the window and then takes out the taser. Like, there had to be a way to control that situation that didn't let it get out of hand like that. But sometimes that's why cops overreact, because they're afraid that a situation is going to get out of hand.
Right.
Now here's the situation where the only way that it gets out of hand is that it's embarrassing, right? It's embarrassing that it got out of hand, but it's not dangerous. Those people weren't going to kick the cop's ass. They weren't going to shoot the cop. They weren't going to harm the cop, right? It was just annoying that they weren't listening to him. And he's right that he's got to exert control there, and they weren't letting him do it. But that doesn't excuse any of the rest of the actions. And of course they should take action against the cop who shot at the van. There's no question about that. All right, any other thoughts on this?
I can't tell you how I saw the kid crumbling and 3 bullets in his chest as he jumped out of that car like that.
Yeah, but Jayar, you're right. And a part of me was like, oh my God, this story's not as bad as I thought. He could have easily been shot.
Yeah, no,
right.
You know what, as much as he bungled it, I mean, the lady got away from him. I don't know if he didn't have a hold of her or whatever, because she showed that she was going to be drifting back to her van. He couldn't, just hold her, grab both her arms, just hold her. And maybe he couldn't, who knows. And then after that, the fact the kid ran around and had like a fight stance in front of him, I was like, oh, he's dead. And he didn't kill him. I'll give him props for that, because that's the way you're supposed to react. He's a 15-year-old kid, he jumped out of the car, and you didn't go to pulling out your gun and shooting him because he's a 15-year-old black kid, which we know what a lot of Americans think of 15-year-old black kids. They're dangerous.